Hey guys, and welcome to Vicky Goes Desi. Now today's recipes are a bit out of the box. Now today's cooking is all about cross-border, okay? I follow a simple rule. If you feel it's good for you, try it. If it doesn't work, don't make it the next time. So be experimental in your kitchen, think out of the box, and let's get cracking. In this episode of Vicky Goes Desi, I'm going to be showing you some lip-smacking experimental dishes which you're going to love. So today's recipe is simple. It's like a stir-fried prawns, or I would say kadhai fried prawns. Now, I'm going to be adding some chilies, some spices, but what might be the highlight of this dish is this kind of chutney which I'm trying to make. Let's start. So now first, let's dry roast. Okay, now I have some black sesame seeds. Now, the only time I've eaten black sesame seeds is in desserts. Okay, Chinese desserts, Malaysian desserts, Korean desserts, and also a friend of mine from the northeast makes this black sesame paste which is like fried and made with oil, which is delicious, and she serves a fish with it. So actually this black sesame paste was quite inspired from her dish. Let's start cooking. So firstly, I've got black sesame which I'm actually going to dry roast in this, along with a little bit of saunf. Now this is my take to that recipe. Along with some cumin seeds, some red chili powder, some black urad dal. Okay. So I'm going to give this a nice mix. Yes, maybe a little bit of salt. So nicely toasted so that the cumin and the sesame and the rest of the things get really well flavored. Ah, lovely. Now next, inside this, I'm going to be adding some coconut, okay? Freshly grated coconut. So we're going to toast this very lightly. You're going to make sure that when you're toasting coconut, you've got to be a little careful. So these are being literally dry roasted. So once you see that the coconut is actually going light brown in color, this whole mixture, the color is changing, and there's this lovely aroma which I'm getting out of here. Fantastic. So this is toasted quite enough. And next, let's blend our toasted spices. Abhi iske saath, what I'm going to do is I'm going to be taking a couple of tomatoes. So literally cut the tomato, take the inside pith out, okay? Fantastic. So I've got some tomatoes here inside, and I'm going to be adding some water, okay? And a little bit of some normal vegetable oil into this. Lovely. Next, we got to blend this. So I have some nice thinly sliced carrots, roundels of onions, some nice split green chilies, some bullet lovely Thai chilies as well. We're gonna need a little bit of lemon a little later. Now prawns. So I've got my prawns pretty fresh, very simple. They've been deveined, they've been washed. Into this, a little bit of salt, thoda sa haldi. Okay, a little bit of turmeric in this, a little bit of red chili powder, standard Indian marinade, Nibu ka juice, and we all set. Very simple, So इसको भी हम थोड़ा सा mix कर देते हैं. So prawns are done. Now, if you want to substitute this recipe with any other vegetable, I mean, even paneer will work very well with this, trust me. Let's heat some oil in a pan, okay? I'm using normal vegetable oil in this pan, okay? So, some oil in the pan. So, our lovely thick sesame paste or sesame chutney, whatever you want to call it, is ready here. It's going to give a very nice, nutty, beautiful flavor to it. Very different, very nutty, very intense. Okay? So, we're going to be adding. So, literally just stir frying this. It's not going to take long to cook in this kadai. Also, the vegetables are sliced well. I want this to be really crunchy. Obviously, you don't want your prawns overcooked. I mean, the worst thing you aap karoge is to overcook prawns. I mean, forget about it. So, prawns need hardly any time to cook. The onions are nicely, slightly translucent. They start giving out a beautiful flavor. Next, prawns. Marinated prawns inside. Beautiful. So prawns are almost getting there. Next is a little more lemon juice. Now, one nice spoon of our sesame paste inside. Oh yeah. A couple of minutes and our prawns are ready. Yes. Now, let's plate for some garnishes. So let's do some nice radishes, which are going to add a little more depth of flavor inside. It's going to give it a little spicy effect to it as well. Beautiful. Prawns nicely done. Okay. Prawns are nicely caramelized. They have a beautiful flavor to it. Ah, fabulous. Just a small dash of soya sauce. Okay. Fantastic. A completely different flavor than what you are used to. But as I said, it's all about getting experimental. And trust me, the sweetness of the prawns meets the nuttiness of the sesame seeds to create a completely new flavor. Next, we need to put a little bit of radishes on the top, and our dish is ready. So really nice garnish, very pretty looking plate, a nicely intense prawns, and let's have some fun. A little bit of a lovely sesame chutney on the top. And finally, some freshly sliced coconut. Some mint leaves. So Black Sesame Chutney wale, Kadhai wale prawns is ready for you. This is a true example of where East meets West on a plate in my kitchen. Now from my kitchen, it's going to come to your kitchen. So guys, let's experiment, let's have some fun, and don't stop cooking, don't go away. I'll be back.